TV soap news and spoilers say that unraveling the mystery of June and Haley in the opulent, sun-drenched world of Beyond the Gates, secrets simmer beneath the polished veneer of Fairmont Crest, a gated community where wealth and privilege mask tangled webs of deception. At the heart of this addictive drama lies Haley Hamilton, a woman whose charmed life as the elegant Mrs. Hamilton teeters on the edge of collapse. The specter of her mysterious past looms large, threatening to unravel the carefully curated existence she has built. And now, a new figure has emerged from the shadows, a homeless woman named June, whose tattered appearance and cryptic connection to Fairmont Crest have set tongues wagging and hearts racing. Could June hold the key to a shocking revelation about Haley's origins? Could she, in fact, be Haley's long-lost mother? As the plot thickens, the residents of Fairmont Crest are drawn into a whirlwind of suspicion, betrayal, and hidden truths that promise to change their lives forever. Haley Hamilton, with her flawless poise and radiant beauty, is the epitome of Fairmont Crest's elite. Married to the dashing and influential Richard Hamilton, she glides through charity galas and exclusive soirees with an effortless grace that belies the turmoil lurking beneath the surface. To the outside world, Haley is a woman who has it all: a sprawling mansion, designer wardrobes, and a husband who dotes on her every whim. But those who watch Beyond the Gates know that perfection is often a facade, and Haley's is beginning to crack. The only whisper of Haley's past that has slipped through the gates of Fairmont Crest is a single, haunting detail: she has no family. Orphaned, abandoned, or estranged, no one knows the full story, not even her closest confidants. This absence of roots has always set Haley apart, a woman untethered to the past, floating through the present with an almost ethereal quality. But in Fairmont Crest, where secrets are currency, the void of Haley's history is a puzzle that begs to be solved. Years ago, when Haley was a young woman adrift in a world that offered her little kindness, she found refuge with Naomi Carter's best friend, Bill, and his parents, the Wilsons. The Wilsons, a pillar of Fairmont Crest's social scene, opened their home to Haley, treating her as one of their own. They gave her a roof, a family, and a chance to rebuild. But gratitude, it seems, was not part of Haley's repertoire. In a scandal that still sends ripples through the community, Haley repaid the Wilsons' generosity by seducing Bill's father, Arthur, and tearing apart their marriage. The affair was a bombshell, shattering the Wilsons' pristine reputation and leaving Danny, Bill's sister, seething with resentment. Haley's betrayal was not just a personal failing, it was a declaration of war against the very family that had saved her. Now, as Mrs. Hamilton, Haley has distanced herself from the wreckage of her past, or so she thought. But in Beyond the Gates, the past is never truly buried. It claws its way back to the surface, demanding reckoning. And the arrival of June, a homeless woman with a weathered face and a story yet to be told, threatens to expose the truth Haley has fought so hard to conceal. June is a figure who seems to belong to another world entirely. With her tattered coat and weary eyes, she is a stark contrast to the manicured perfection of Fairmont Crest. She first appeared on the fringes of the community, lingering near the gates, her presence a quiet disturbance in the otherwise orderly lives of the residents. Naomi Carter, a compassionate soul with a knack for seeing beyond appearances, was the first to extend a hand to June. Alongside her husband, Jacob, Naomi offered June food, clothing, and a fleeting moment of dignity. But there was something about June, something in the way her gaze lingered, the way her hands clutched a crumpled photograph, that hinted at a deeper connection to Fairmont Crest. The photograph, barely discernible through the creases and stains, is of a young girl, her face alight with innocence. It is this image that has sparked a firestorm of speculation among the residents. Who is the child in the picture? Why does June carry it with her, guarding it like a sacred relic? And why does her presence feel like a ticking time bomb, ready to detonate the fragile harmony of Fairmont Crest? Naomi, ever the investigator, has taken it upon herself to unravel June's mystery. Her friendship with Bill and her complicated history with Haley make her uniquely positioned to sense the undercurrents of this drama. As she spends more time with June, Naomi begins to notice small, unsettling details. The way June's voice softens when she speaks of the past, the familiarity in her gestures, the way her eyes seem to search for something, or someone, in the faces of Fairmont Crest's residents. Could June be more than a transient stranger? Could she be the missing piece of Haley's past, the mother who abandoned her or was torn from her side? The possibility that June is Haley's mother is not just a plot twist, it is a seismic shift that could upend the social order of Fairmont Crest. Haley has built her life on the absence of a family, using her lack of ties as both a shield and a weapon. If June is indeed her mother, the revelation would force Haley to confront the very origins she has spent her life running from. It would also cast a harsh light on her actions, the affair with Arthur Wilson, the destruction of the family that took her in, the carefully constructed persona of Mrs. Hamilton. Would the residents of Fairmont Crest see her as a victim of circumstance, or as a manipulator who has played them all? Naomi's pursuit of the truth is fraught with peril. Her loyalty to Bill, whose family was torn apart by Haley, clashes with her growing sympathy for June. She cannot shake the feeling that June's story is one of loss and redemption, a tale of a woman who has endured unimaginable hardship. Yet, the more Naomi digs, the more she uncovers hints of a darker truth. Whispers circulate that June's presence in Fairmont Crest is no accident. Some say she has been watching the community for years, waiting for the right moment to step out of the shadows. Others believe she is a con artist, preying on the kindness of people like Naomi and Jacob to gain access to the wealth and secrets of Fairmont Crest. The photograph of the child is the linchpin of this mystery. Naomi, with her keen eye and relentless curiosity, has begun to compare it to old pictures of Haley from her days with the Wilsons. The resemblance is uncanny, the same wide eyes, the same delicate curve of the jaw. But photographs can lie, and memories can deceive. Is the child in June's picture truly Haley, or is Naomi's imagination running wild, fueled by her desire to uncover a truth that will shake Fairmont Crest to its core? As the tension builds, the residents of Fairmont Crest are drawn into the drama, each with their own motives and fears. Danny Wilson, still nursing the wounds of her family's destruction, sees June as a potential ally in her quest to expose Haley's true nature. Bill, torn between loyalty to his sister and his lingering affection for Haley, struggles to make sense of the chaos threatening to engulf them all. Richard Hamilton, unaware of the storm brewing around his wife, begins to notice her growing unease, her late-night pacing, her sudden silences. Even the minor players in Fairmont Crest, the nosy neighbors, the gossiping socialites, sense that something monumental is about to unfold. For Haley, the stakes could not be higher. Her life as Mrs. Hamilton is a carefully constructed castle, built on the foundation of her charm and cunning. If June is her mother, the revelation could topple that castle, exposing her vulnerabilities to a world that thrives on judgment. Would Richard stand by her, or would he recoil from the scandal? Would the residents of Fairmont Crest embrace her as a prodigal daughter, or cast her out as a fraud? And what of June herself? If she is Haley's mother, what drove her to the streets, to a life of invisibility? Was it abandonment, tragedy, or something far more sinister? The narrative of Beyond the Gates thrives on these questions, each one a thread in the intricate tapestry of Fairmont Crest. The show has never shied away from melodrama, and the potential reunion of Haley and June promises to be its most explosive storyline yet. Will Naomi's investigation lead to a tearful reconciliation, or will it unleash a torrent of betrayal and heartbreak? Will June's presence heal old wounds, or will it tear open new ones? And what secrets does Haley still hold, locked away in the recesses of her past? As the season progresses, the tension in Fairmont Crest reaches a fever pitch. Naomi's determination to uncover the truth about June puts her at odds with Haley, who grows increasingly erratic as the walls close in. Scenes of their confrontations are electric, charged with unspoken accusations and buried pain. Naomi, once a friend to Haley, now stands as her adversary, driven by a need to protect the community she loves and to understand the woman she thought she knew. June, meanwhile, remains an enigma. Her interactions with Naomi and Jacob are laced with cryptic hints, moments where she seems on the verge of revealing everything, only to pull back at the last second. Her presence is a catalyst, forcing the residents of Fairmont Crest to confront their own secrets and insecurities. For some, she is a symbol of hope, a reminder that redemption is possible even in the darkest of times. For others, she is a threat, a reminder that no one in Fairmont Crest is truly safe from the ghosts of their past. The photograph of the child remains the focal point of the mystery. Naomi's obsession with it grows, leading her to enlist the help of a private investigator to dig into June's past. The investigator uncovers fragments of a life marked by tragedy, a young woman who vanished from her hometown decades ago, a child taken into foster care, a trail of broken dreams that led to the streets. But the pieces don't yet fit together, and Naomi's quest for answers only deepens the intrigue. As Beyond the Gates hurtles toward its season finale, the question of June's identity looms larger than ever. Is she Haley's mother, returned to reclaim her daughter and her place in the world? Or is she a stranger whose connection to Fairmont Crest is something else entirely, a vendetta, a deception, a desperate bid for survival? The show's writers have masterfully woven a narrative that keeps viewers guessing, each episode peeling back another layer of the mystery while raising new questions. For Haley, the possibility of June's identity is a ticking clock, counting down to the moment when her carefully constructed life could implode. Her interactions with June are fraught with tension, moments where recognition flickers in her eyes, only to be replaced by fear or denial. The chemistry between the two women is palpable, a dance of longing and distrust that promises an explosive confrontation. Naomi, caught in the middle, must navigate her own moral compass. Her compassion for June clashes with her loyalty to Bill and her growing suspicion of Haley. As she pieces together the puzzle, she begins to see the bigger picture, a story of loss, betrayal, and the unbreakable bond between a mother and child. But the truth, when it comes, may be more devastating than she ever imagined. What makes Beyond the Gates so compelling is its ability to blend high-stakes drama with deeply human emotions. The mystery of June and Haley is not just a plot device, it is a meditation on identity, family, and the lengths to which we go to protect the ones we love, or to destroy those who have wronged us. The show's lush cinematography, with its sweeping shots of Fairmont Crest's manicured lawns and glittering mansions, contrasts sharply with the raw, unfiltered emotion of its characters, creating a world that is both aspirational and deeply flawed. As viewers, we are drawn into this world, rooting for Naomi's quest for truth, aching for June's redemption, and wrestling with our feelings about Haley's complicated journey. The possibility that June is Haley's mother is a narrative hook that keeps us glued to our screens, but it is the emotional depth of the story that makes it unforgettable. Whether the truth brings healing or destruction, one thing is certain: Beyond the Gates will continue to captivate us, pulling us deeper into its world of secrets and surprises. As we await the next episode, the question remains: will Naomi uncover the shocking truth about June and Haley? Will the photograph of the child unlock a past that has been buried for decades? And will Haley's perfect life survive the revelation, or will it crumble under the weight of her own history? We hope you enjoyed it and look forward to sharing more with you in the future. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. TV soap news and spoilers for more updates on Beyond the Gates.